Welcome back to Falling Fox Gaming, everybody. I am your host Blaine, and today we're picking up a brand new series called Among Us for Beginners. And we're going to kick off this series with doing all of the tasks on the very first map called the Skeld, which is a big ship. We're playing in the free play mode, which means as soon as we're done with the tasks on our list, it would normally reset and give us a whole bunch of new tasks. Instead, I'm going to do the first one, the admin swipe card task, and then after that I'm going to choose a whole bunch and do them all in a row just to show you guys every single task on this entire map. Here we are in the admin room, but before I actually do the task, which is highlighted in yellow here, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things about the game that you guys should do before beginning. First, you should go to your settings menu up here in the corner. Click on mouse and keyboard so that way you can use your mouse and keyboard and not just the mouse. After you do that, if you push tab, it brings up the map. The map shows you all the tasks available to you with a circle and an exclamation mark. If you push E on any item that is highlighted in yellow, you will use the activation key, which is the same as clicking this use button with your mouse. For the admin swipe task, all you have to do is take the key card out of the wallet and swipe it briskly, not too fast and not too slow. See how it's too fast? And that's all you had to do. Now because this is free play mode, we get this menu that says we would normally win, and it gives us a bunch of random tasks up here. We're going to get rid of all of those tasks and just put the admin swipe task back on, along with a whole bunch of others that we're going to do in order, so I can show you all the tasks on this map. Here at the computer, you can choose which tasks you want to do. It's separated by all the different rooms that are on the map. So all these rooms here correlate to all these little folders right here. We are going to choose them in order from top to bottom, left to right, just to keep things simple. Normally I would do them by the side of the ship they're on, but I figured for simplicity I would do them just one folder after another to show you. I have selected every task from admin, cafeteria, communications, electrical, and engines. And here they are on the map. To begin with, we're going to start in the cafeteria. The first task I'm going to show you is the downloading followed by an uploading task. It's a two-part task where you go over here to this little tab on the wall, and it's actually a little Wi-Fi symbol. It's kind of hard to see here, but you'll see it in future areas. All you do is push E and click download. After waiting a few seconds, the task will complete. The second part of the task will be shown in a big yellow arrow here, where you need to go next. For this, it's the admin room. All of these downloading tasks will be uploaded in the admin room in the future. And in the future, when we do more downloading tasks, it will be the exact same thing. So I'll actually skip the uploading phase for you, so you only see the download part, because it's always the same. You upload in the same area of the admin map each time. We'll do that now. So just to repeat, here is the uploading part of that task. You just push E and then you click upload. Now this is the same for every single downloading task, so I'm not going to show this part every single time, just this one time. But it's always in the admin room here in the same spot where you upload as the secondary part of the download tasks. The next task is also a two-part task, and this one's actually special because it has a visual effect on the second part, so you usually want to save this task until somebody can follow you and verify that you're a crewmate, because imposters can't actually do tasks, they can only fake them. So what you do is you just push E or the use button, and you pull this handle here and hold it until all the leaves are gone, then let go. And that's it for that part. The second part to the garbage task is this one here, and there's multiple garbage ones, so I'm only going to show this once as well. You push E, same exact thing, you pull and hold, and once the garbage is gone you let go, and you'll see it eject down here. Next to the garbage that we just did right here, the ejection area, is another one of the downloading tasks in the communication room. Download. And that's it. Followed by the upload once more here. I decided to show you the admin spot one more time, just as a reminder. The next set of tasks are here in the electrical room. This is kind of a special area again because there's another one of the downloading tasks right here. Top left corner, download. That'll complete. This next task has a whole bunch of parts to it that I'm not going to show you every single one because it's different for everybody. What this task is diverting power to a particular room on the ship. It's always the same for the task, but it's just a different lever you pull. If you push E, you see all these tabs here. Whichever task you have, for instance this one is diverting power to the communications room, all you do is you take the highlighted tab and you push it up and then back out, you're done. Different tasks are in the game for every single one. The right engine, left engine, weapons, shields, navigation, communications, O2, and security. It doesn't matter which task you have, it will automatically be highlighted for you and all you have to do is push up and that's it. So I'm not going to show you every single one. I have two more right here. I'll show you these two and that's it. Now I have left engines, up and then let go. One more time, right engines, up and then let go. Now those are two-part tasks that have one final part to it, and I'll show you now. The second part of the diverting power task is simply going to the panel on the wall in the room that you diverted power to, pushing E, and turning this crystal by clicking it one time. That's it. That's how all of them are done, so I'm not going to show you every single one, but if you have a diverting power task, that's what you do. You first put the switch up and then turn the crystal. That's it. The next task I'm going to show you is the fixing wires task, which can be done several different spots on the ship, so you may not have the locations that I show you this time. Usually it's a three-part task that is done in three separate spots on the ship, and you have to do one after another. You can't jump around and do whichever ones you want. All you have to do is push E, and then drag the red wire to the red spot, the blue wire to the blue spot, the yellow wire to the yellow spot, and the pink wire to the pink spot. That's all you have to do. You'll do this 3 times at 3 separate locations, as I'll show you now. The second spot I have is in the storage room here. Again, it's fixing wires, part 2. Yellow to yellow, blue to blue, pink to pink, red to red, pink or purple, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll show you the final spot here. It's actually right here, in the admin area. Blue to blue, red to red, pink to pink, yellow to yellow. And that is the wiring task completed. The final task here in the electrical room is the calibrating distributor task. This one can be a little tricky for new people because it requires a bit of timing, but with a little bit of practice it's quite simple. All you do is push E. All you have to do is match up the dark gray tab with the other dark gray tab by pushing the tab over here on the side. Two. And 3. That's it. The final task on my task list here so far is the aligning engine task, which is pretty simple. It starts here in the lower engines, and all you do is go over here, push E, and you just grab this little bar right here and you drag it up to make the 2 lines equal. And that's it. You will then travel up to the upper engines up here and do the same thing to this engine. Grab the little tab, pull it up, there you go. And I will grab some more tasks and I'll see you in a second. So now that I've showed you all the tasks from the admin, cafeteria, communications, electrical, and engines room folders, we're going to move on to the medbay, navigation, O2, reactor, and security. There's a couple more tasks for this one, but that's only because the admin folder only contained 1 task in the top row. So I'll show you the first one here in a second. The first 2 tasks on our list here are actually probably 2 of the more important tasks to learn how to do. The first one is the med scan. The med scan here is a lifeline to a crewmate. It proves that you are a crewmate and not an imposter, as imposters cannot do this task, and this task has a visual to it. When you step on it, you will push E and you'll begin to scan. Now anyone standing around you will see the scan. They will see this part right here in the center. They won't see all the top and bottom bars, but they'll see the center part, which is important because it proves that you're a crewmate. The second part here is actually a 2-part task, which they don't really tell you, which they really should. The first part is inspecting the sample. So you push E, and you just have to push this little green button here. Now it'll fill all these up and then it'll make you wait 60 seconds. All you have to do is wait 60 seconds. You can go do other tasks and then come back, or you can stand here. Once the timer of 60 seconds has gone up, the task will go yellow. This is actually letting you know that you have to inspect the sample that you started. So push E, and all you have to do is click the button down here correlating to the red test tube. Task completed. The next task I'm going to show you is the other garbage chute task. All you have to do is pull the lever again, so push E, and then pull the lever, drag down, and then you'll eject it down in the storage room just like before. I'm not going to show you that part this time. Instead, we're going to go to the second task here. If you push E, all you have to do is clean the filters. So you take these leaves and you just push them down here. That's all you have to do. Task done. The next three tasks that we have are here in the navigation room, which is also like the cockpit. The first one is the downloading task, which you will then upload in the admin room, which I'm not going to show because you already know how to do that. The second task I'm going to show you is the chart course. All you have to do is hit E, and then you have to bring your little ship here and bring it to each of the little icons up here by dragging it with your mouse. Very simple. Oh, of course I screwed it up. Just like that. Then you'll come over here and you will do the stabilized steering. All you have to do is drag this little circle here to the center. That's it. Now that we've done several tasks on this list, I actually wanted to show you the two tasks that I'm going to skip. It's the electrical divert power to security and electrical divert power to O2. What that is the task where you go down to the electrical room and you flip the switch up. I'm not going to show you that because we've already done that. But after you've done that, you would go to the security room and the O2 room, which is over here, security, and O2 over here, and turn the crystal to accept the power, just like in the other tasks. The final two tasks here in the reactor room, one of them is the most notorious probably in the game. It's the Simon Says. You just push E, and you just match these. A lot of people hate this task because it's very easy to get interrupted, and if you get interrupted you have to restart. It's not hard, but it's time consuming, and quite often you get interrupted and then you have to restart from the very beginning. Task done. And then finally unlocking the manifolds. All you do is push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all you gotta do. Job done. The final row of folders to do tasks are shields, storage, and weapons. However, if you look over here, a couple of them we've already done, so I'm not going to show you again. It's a divert power to weapons, which is basically just going to the electrical room, flipping up the switch, then going to the weapons room and turning the crystal. The second one is diverting power to the shields, which is the exact same thing, but you go to the shields rooms instead. The shields room is down here, the weapons room is up here. So I'm not going to do those two because we've already seen them. The other task I'm not going to do is downloading data in the weapons room because it's the same thing we've done before. You just go to the weapons, you download it, and then you go to the admin room and upload it. This next task is another visual task, and it's actually a very important one because it's a very distinguished one that a lot of people know about, even if you are new to the game. If you see these big guns right here, they actually fire as you do this task. You just come to the chair, push E, and then you have to shoot the asteroids. You have to shoot 20 of them. It's quite easy. Just a little time consuming. A little engaging. A lot of people like this task because you do more than in most other tasks. That's it. And the guns fire the entire time you're doing that task, so everyone can see you do it. Down here, in the shields room, is another visual task. If you see these little white things right here on the ship, those are the shields. When you complete this task, those light up, allowing everyone to know that you've done shields. Push E, and all you have to do is click the red hexes, and you're done. And they light up, and everyone knows you're a crewmate. The final task I have for you is here in the storage room. At least that's where it starts. It's actually adding fuel to both engines, so it's actually a 4-part task, not a 2-part task as it says up here. You click on the fuel canister, hold the button down over here, let it fill up, and then you run to the first engine, which is actually the top engine first, and you pour the fuel in here. Again, just holding the button. And then you'll repeat that one more time. Fuel up, and then pour it in the lower engine. That is every single task on the Skeld, which is the very first map of the game. I hope that I've shown you how to do every single task in a manner that's okay for you. Normally I would show you each and every single uploading and downloading task, but there's a lot of them and it actually just kind of wastes your time. The best way to learn this game is just to hop into games and learn to play it. This video is great for learning how to do tasks if you're stuck, but what I recommend is after you watch this, just go jump in a game or watch part 2 of the video. Either way, I hope part 1 here has been good for you guys. I'll see you guys for part 2. This is Falling Fox Gaming. I am Blaine. Have a good one.